I think it's recording. I know the audio is.
Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
What do you say? Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast. I didn't think you were going to say it this time. My bad. Hold on. Let me.
How are you doing, Josh?
They're going to think we're weirdos. They'll have no idea. Do you know what's really funny is the view we're at, they can clearly see us, but they can't see our face.
What if I'm not Josh?
What's really funny is they can't tell that from my look slightly to your left. The other way, your left. Now they can see it's over your mouth, but from my angle, only I can see it. Shit.
We just watched Moon Knight, so I'm feeling a little Moon Knighty.
Episode 1, 2, and 3. Mark Spectory.
Bro, you're gray.
Huh?
Bro, you're gray.
There. Now they can see my nose. I'm white.
You look like a disabled elephant.
Hey, this disabled elephant is living his best life. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time we recorded?
2 weeks ago.
Fucking a while ago?
2 weeks ago.
It's been a while. Josh has recently 100% moved into his own apartment, which he's lived at for a month and a half to 2 months now. Josh, how does it feel?
Good.
Well, you know, when you move in with people you love and care about, it just feels good. And then when you just finally get to live with them on a day-to-day basis, it feels better.
Yep.
Okay, so of all things to talk about, Moon Knight. Josh, explain what Moon Knight is.
So there's this guy, his name's Mark Spector. Mark Spector is the base personality, but there's also another personality because he has DID and MPD. MPD is multiple personality disorder, and DID is dissociative identity disorder. Mark Spector is the main personality, but there's also Stephen Grant. Stephen Grant is like the down-to-earth civilian who's like, what the fuck's going on? I don't want to hurt people, blah, 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 blah. Mark Spector is the mercenary who wants to kill everybody and also be the fist of judges for a god named Khonshu. Khonshu is the one who empowers them. He's also the one who summons a suit that is a protective healing suit. It's called the Moon Knight. Moon Knight is Mark Spector's superhero alter ego. There's also one for Stephen Grant, which is called Mr. Knight, and it's an actual three-piece suit, and he has a mask on. Mark Spector, his outfit is more of a ceremonial garb that is Khonshu's healing suit. So it's pretty sick nasty.
So, what you're saying is, I don't think. Can you handle yourself right now?
Can you handle yourself?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So after watching the first couple of episodes, the one and two,
Three.
no, the first couple, one and
The
one,
first three.
no, 1 and 2 is what I'm referring
We've
to.
seen number one.
You good?
Dude, I'm sick nasty.
Okay. after watching episode 1 and 2, my only concern was the fact that this is very supernatural compared to what Marvel typically does. So that being said, after watching the third episode, I was a huge fan. Obviously, I still was after 1 and 2. 1 and 2 just confused me a lot because as a person who doesn't watch and or read the Moon Knight comic book, I will say, for those that do want to watch it, absolutely go ahead and watch it. But like for someone like me that's never read the comic books but only understands the character enough to appreciate him, it's very confusing. So as an avid viewer, how would you go into that? Because I kept telling you to pause it to be like, hey, like I kind of understand what's going on, but at the same time, I don't completely understand the whole dynamic of what I'm supposed to be seeing. Can you elaborate on that?
So they don't go into very much detail about how long this alternate personality of Stephen Grant has been in control, but they make it seem like Mark Spector has been on the run from his wife, estranged, Layla, for about 10 years now. And Stephen Grant has been in control and living his life in London.
Word.
So, from there, I guess we could go with...
A decent amount of time.
10 years.
It's what she hinted at. It's been 10 years. That's what
Mhm.
she said. Not
Mhm.
spoilers. I don't know why. We just kind of said it.
Fuck you, Christian.
Should I-
Spoiler alert.
Should I put a warning in the description that this whole episode is a spoiler alert and Josh has no fucking chill?
Yeah.
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 You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
I'm all sick.
You're over there doing some wild shit.
Yeah, I don't feel good. Something.
You got They can see your face now. Hold on, maybe I can. Hold on, look at the camera. Oh wait, hold on. Go the other way. Let me go the other way. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
You breathing heavily?
No.
I think you are.
Somebody's arguing outside.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell everyone I apologize for editing the display on Q.
Ethan said get bent.
Okay, that's not what I said.
Ethan said
No,
fuck you.
I tried to zoom in real life, like in real time, and I did so. But then when I tried to unzoom, they can literally see me going, "Oh no," and like I have to like fiddle fuck it. I don't want to talk about it. Point being, okay, so Moon Knight, is he full of is he? That's the one thing I had a question about. Is he is it thanks for that. Is he magic?
yes. He has super strength and healing capabilities.
Would you care to elaborate?
The suit gives him super strength.
I was waiting for you to be like, I will not be elaborating. And then you just back up, and then I have to sit with that.
The suit gives him super strength and healing abilities. It is Khonshu's ceremonial healing armor.
It's what?
I will not be repeating myself.
I said what I said, and that's where we're going.
It is Khonshu, the god's ceremonial healing armor.
Okay. Khonshu being...
The god of birds.
He is a bird.
He's the god of the moon. The ancient Egyptian god of moons.
Understandable. Would you be a god of anything else?
Pussy.
Would you like to back up and then just dive into Marvel later? You want to do that?
We can do whatever you want to do, dog.
You can do whatever you want to do. Okay.
The Batman comes on to HBO Max April 18th.
Yes, it does. Have you seen it yet?
No.
Have you not?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I saw the opening scene because I may or may not have
Legally downloaded it.
I legally had an opening presentation to which the movie was released early. And I was involved. It looks good. You know what I didn't know?
I bet you're going to tell me.
I am. I was doing some reading, and you know the scenes where like he's beating up that one dude in the scene who's like, I am vengeance, and at the end of it he says I am vengeance or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Or I am Batman or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that Matt Reeves initially wanted him to say, I am whatever he says. Is it vengeance?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Matt Reeves wanted him to say, I am vengeance, and then beat the shit out of the dude. Robert Pattinson had the idea to be like, what if I beat the shit out of him, and then when everyone thought I was done, I went, hit him 2 more times, and then after he asks what I am, I kick his ass. When they think I'm done beating him, I hit him 2 more times, and then go, I am vengeance. Or I am justice. I'm
Vengeance.
justice. I'm justice. I'm justice.
He starts with I'm vengeance and then he ends with justice.
Whatever the fuck.
I didn't know he did all that.
Yeah. So, you know the scene I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To where he beats the shit out of him. You know, at the end, to where he's like, and then he goes, and hits him 2 more times.
Mm-hmm.
That was Robert Pattinson. That was
The Pat Bat.
That bat. Yeah, that was Robert Pattinson. They can see that.
I know.
Okay. Are you vengeance?
No.
Are you going to be in character the whole time?
Shit, probably.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I can switch it up for you.
Yeah, switch it up a
I
little
can do
bit.
a different character.
Or just, I don't know, talk.
Hold on.
Oh boy, here we go. He's having trouble. Are you for real right now? Don't you dare put the fucking...
Character part 2.
I wish you could see what I can see. I wish you could see what they can see.
I'll see it on the recording. It's fine.
You look like a stormtrooper with a fucking bachelor's degree. So, where do you normally prosecute your victims, Darth Vader?
The Death Star.
Oh my god. Okay. You ready to have a real conversation while you're talking like this?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
I like how you have to grab your microphone so you know how far away from your face. So you know how far away your face is from
I
it.
really can't see shit, dude. I don't know why I keep pushing up my glasses.
I know. Push them up. Oh my god. Okay.
This is our Joe Rogan NASA suit and ghillie suit episode.
We don't have special effects and or money to buy a ghillie suit. Do you know those things are like $3,000?
Yes.
I saw you go. You were like, I'm gonna go to grab it. Never mind. I know the distance. I got this.
I think I'm good, dude.
To be fair, if you didn't have the headphones on, you'd have no idea.
Yeah, I feel like I can judge it better because I know when I'm getting close because I can hear it. Somebody just walk out. Is there a person?
There's nobody there.
Are you sure? Are you gaslighting me?
There's just nobody there.
I knew that.
All right, so we go camping tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Quit adjusting the shades. You're fucking me up. So what are we doing tomorrow? Are we going hiking? Anything like that?
Get fucking drunk.
Other than that.
Oh, I'm not going up the Eiffel Tower. Fire Tower, I know that.
Why aren't you going up the fire tower?
So many stairs.
There's not
There's so many stairs.
There's not that many stairs. There's only 277.
I'm also still fat.
Word. So am I. It's a different kind of fat. Still fat.
Oh, dog, I feel that.
What?
I feel that, dog.
Yeah?
Does it look like my lips?
Yes. Go ha 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 ha. Oh shit. No. So we'll go camping tomorrow. We don't have cabin 2, we have cabin 9, which technically isn't a cabin you and I are both used to.
I don't even know where the fuck that is.
I'm 90% sure it's either on the inside or it's going to be in the fucking woods.
I hate that.
You know what's fucked up?
What?
I'd rather have the woods. I don't like the inside cabins.
I love the inside cabins.
Nah, the only inside cabin I like is 1 and 2.
Who has one?
1 is that first one. As soon as you pull in immediately.
No,
to
I know.
the
Who
left.
has it?
I have no idea. Someone, David, knows. Aunt Sam has 2 because it's wheelchair accessible.
Fucking Aunt Sam.
It's okay. I won't get discriminatory over old people. I'm really irritated about it. I know. Take a deep breath. It's okay. You're breathing. You know what's really funny?
What?
You can see. You can't. I can look at you and I'm fine. It's when I look in the fucking camera and I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. I don't mind not having cabin 2. I'm just not a huge fan over it. That's all. I'm just I asked for it like a year in advance. A little irritated. So I think next year, Andy and I talked. I think I'm gonna
Just buy it and don't tell anybody.
No, I'm gonna start buying my cabin a year in advance. Maybe a year or 2 in advance.
They can't say anything if they think it's somebody else's.
No, it's only $160 per 2 days every year. Or it's a $160 per 2 days. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna save up like $500 to $600 a year and just buy it like 2 years in advance, every year.
I love that idea.
You think they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then every year I just show up and I'm like, "That's so weird, bro." Like I knew the people who had this cabin and they keep giving.
They
it.
just gave it to me. I don't know.
I don't know.
They must know that I know grandma.
And then the year after I'll be like. The funniest thing happened, man.
2 years in a row.
I ran into this trucker, and he just so happened to have a lottery ticket, and I cashed it out, and he's like, you know what? I have a cabin up at Lincoln State Park, and you gave me $100 lottery ticket. I want to give you this cabin for 2 days. And obviously, I'll oblige, and that's what I did. And I'll tell him, I'll be like, and that's why I'm here. This is what I did. Here I am.
You know, that's so made up. It can't be made up.
No, it can't. It's real. It's what happened, and it's right there for you, buddy. And that's exactly what happened. Josh, you have to. Okay, now you have to make a decision. Hey, for those that don't know, should we explain what you're doing?
No.
They don't even.
Oh, he didn't tell me I had the lid on.
We also didn't tell them you have a hood on. They like the people on audio have no.
I'm wearing a hoodie backwards, and I have my glasses over my eyes backwards with the hood up.
No, he doesn't. He has a mask on with no mouth, and he put his glasses over it because he needs to see. Right?
I can't see fucking jack shit out of this thing.
I can't see fucking shit out of this thing. Oh my god. A little more to the right. There you, there you go. Tell him what you need to tell him. You look so creepy. I think the glasses are what add edge to your face.
Tell them we're gonna fucking kill their family.
I think they heard that.
I want you to tell them.
So Josh said that. You're breathing really heavy.
That's because I can't breathe in this.
You know what's really funny? You look like Pizza the Hut.
I take offense to that.
No.
Did I miss it?
Once you watch it, you'll understand. Can I ask you a question?
Of course, bud.
Are you going to be for real?
Yes, sir.
Even though you're obviously like masked up and you're in character, can you be real?
Yeah, dog, of course.
All right, cool. So, have you ever thought about the fact that like society is like a whole is progressing in like a certain direction?
Can you elaborate a little bit?
So, like the direction we're going in, obviously, I mean, I guess it may not be obvious to some people, but for the most part, it's in a direction of, I don't know, like for example, the older I get, the more conservative I feel. But what's actually going on? I mean, you know me as like a very leftist person, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so have you noticed that maybe the older you get, the less left you feel? And you're like, oh, maybe I'm becoming more conservative? Have you ever thought about that?
I mean this in all seriousness.
What's up?
Which one's which?
Left would be like liberal, like Elijah, like social justice warrior, like Black Lives Matter, people deserve to have this, tax the rich, eat the rich, ACAB, all cops are bastards, fucking like that side.
Oh, no, I'm far right.
Okay, well then far right is also like, let's storm the Capitol, Donald Trump is the president, Donald Trump Jr.'s the next Jesus Christ, like that.
I'd like to retract my previous statement.
Okay, so my point is, have you ever thought about the fact that you're not becoming more conservative? The left is becoming more crazy?
I'm still of the opinion we should do away with left and right, and we need to like make a new structure.
Same. And that's the point I'm trying to drive the conversation towards is I don't know what's going on anymore, and I'm getting kind of concerned.
Motherfuckers be crazy.
No, so what happened was, what had happened was I got off social media, like Facebook, like strictly.
Am I meeting your eye line?
You are. I was off social media, Facebook, like specifically for like 2 years straight, like the entire pandemic. I wasn't on Facebook, and then Twitter. I check a timeline every now and again, and then I'd hop off. I was on Instagram because it's really hard to spout politics on Instagram because it's just mostly it's mostly women and dudes showing.
Can you elaborate on the mostly women comment that you just made?
It's mostly just girls posting pictures on Instagram and then dudes posting their trucks. Because it's Instagram. It's just pictures. A picture may be worth 1,000 words.
I just wanted you to elaborate your statement.
But okay, that's my statement. And other than that, it was, what's the third social media? We got Instagram, Facebook.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Snapchat. I only used that to talk to the people I knew personally. It wasn't anybody else on the outside. And even then, I just kind of read stories and just kind of butted out of it. Dude, I hopped on Facebook recently, and then I hopped on Instagram recently, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? As you know, Elon Musk.
He's buying Twitter.
No, he bought fucking 9% of Twitter.
I think it was 14.
No, he bought 9% if he gets above 14.9.
That's only if he's on the board, but because he's not.
No. That changed today. That's what I mean.
That's what I'm explaining. If he wanted to be on the board, he could only buy a certain amount, but he backed out from being on the board so he can completely buy it out.
Yes, and also, you still aren't understanding. Something else released today, and you might actually be pissed.
Don't make me take off my hood.
Thanks, Mark. Don't take off your hood. What's going on is so Elon Musk bought 9% shares of Twitter. He is the technical majority shareholder, so they have to offer him a board position. Mm-hmm. They offered him a seat on the board, but with stipulations. And one of the main stipulations was you can't buy more and own more than 14.9% shares of Twitter. So you can only own less than 15% of shares. Mm-hmm. He immediately declined. Yesterday, this was 3 days ago, so 2 days after that, he offered $43 billion to buy Twitter as a whole.
Yep, I knew that.
That was 2 days ago is when he declined.
He declined to offer to buy.
No, 2 days ago, he declined to take a seat on the board.
Yeah.
A day after that, which is a day before he offered $43 billion to buy, the CEO of Twitter put out a warning, basically. It was just like a statement saying, hey, Elon Musk declined our offer, this, and that. If further problems arise, don't let it distract you. What they knew was about to happen is Elon didn't want a seat because it restricted him at 14.9 shares.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I can buy more, and if I'm able to, I will. And if I can own it, I'll do that as well. So then they put out that statement basically saying, don't focus on that. Like, don't focus on the chaos that is about to ensue. Understand that we want our shareholders to be able to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Yesterday, he said, I have a bid at $43 billion to buy the entire company and then take it private, so this way it can be an open source and free speech platform, and I can do what I think needs to be done because technically Twitter is the modern version of a digital town square, meaning that when people would like to talk and have an open discussion, they bring it to Twitter. What you're doing right now is banning this account, and that account because they have an open opinion and you don't want that to be heard to the modern and open public. What I want to do is buy the company, take it from public, which means people can buy in on it and then make decisions based on how much shares they buy based on the decision they have to make because they own a certain percentage of the company, which is exactly what he's doing. He's like, I want to buy the whole company, take it private, so this way no one has an open decision on what can be done other than me or who I appoint to make those decisions, which technically that's privatizing free speech. But if we're being completely honest, Josh, what he did?
What?
I just privatized world's peace.
No.
Yes.
You can't Tony Stark this man.
No, he did. He already did. He's already done it.
I agree with what he's saying, but he didn't privatize world peace.
No, he's trying to privatize world peace. That's what he's trying to do. To be fair, most people think about it. Are you on Twitter as much as I am?
No.
Okay, so basically what Twitter is, it's not Facebook, it's not Instagram, it's not Snapchat. When you get on Twitter, it is a literal digital town square. People get on there, they spread their opinion.
Post their titties.
Yeah, kind of.
That's my Twitter.
Well, that's all kind of backpaged, but for the most part,
my bad.
For the most part,
I don't expose myself.
It's a way people can go in, spread their opinion. People can retweet them, upvote them, not upvote. It's like Reddit.
Retweet. I know about it.
It's literally Reddit if Reddit was more modernized and
my eyes have been closed this whole time.
and publicly open. I'm well aware. Which
you don't know.
I'm right here.
You can't see.
Okay, so my point is he's trying to buy it, make it private, so this way it can be like a Wild West of social media.
It's a dangerous game to play.
Free speech?
No.
That's what you just said.
Oh my god. No, I meant like it's just some moderation is needed.
Why?
Motherfuckers say crazy shit.
They do that in public.
Well, yeah, they can say crazy shit. I'm just saying, like, dumb people believe crazy shit. Well, how do you
Yes.
think Donald Trump got in office?
By people being allowed to have an opinion.
Are you arguing for Donald Trump?
No, I'm saying that I'm saying that Donald Trump is allowed to happen. Do I agree? No. Did it? Yes. Is that okay? Maybe not. Did it? Absolutely. Do I expect the people to make better decisions later in life and or from here on out? Absolutely. Did that happen at the time? No. Do they have a choice to make that decision? 100%.
Okay.
It's a hard one to argue, isn't it? I've had restless nights over this.
I get it.
Right? Isn't that a hard one? I always come back to the argument of free speech, free speech. Well, what about hate speech? Well, I mean, hate speech is one thing, but what if it's in a hateful context, but what if they're right? Well, maybe they should have a ability to say said speech. Well, what if someone's offended by that? Well, that's the whole point in free speech is you're allowed to...
I don't like the offended argument. I think it doesn't matter if you get offended. Words are words.
You can't say that without saying then free speech means nothing. Or hate speech means nothing.
Okay, but is there really hate speech?
Yes, technically. I mean, I guess that could be open to interpretation.
Hasn't everybody heard sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me?
Words hurt everybody, bro.
Okay, but not really.
I mean, apparently.
Not really.
I think so.
No.
I mean, not in a literal sense, but in the sense of people do get offended and hurt by words that other people say.
People's feelings get
Yes,
hurt.
people's feelings get hurt, but at the same time, depending on how much you hurt someone's feelings, it could be interpreted as directly affected and or like directed.
Emotional damage.
Directly directed towards them.
Directly directed. I'm going to get that on a t-shirt.
What I was originally saying was directly affected to someone and or directly directed to an individual, therefore which could be considered hate speech. That's what I'm saying. It's a slippery slope, but the slope itself does exist, and we have to acknowledge that.
That's fair. How long have I been suffocating myself?
Long enough, you got to keep it up. Oh, 35:05.
Fuck. We're only doing an hour.
That's okay. I don't mind doing an hour. Because we're going camping tomorrow, and we're gonna do like another hour and a half, 2 hours.
We're doing 45 minutes then.
Tonight?
Just 45, yeah.
Okay, well then you better do like 2 hours tomorrow.
That's fine.
Oh, you know what? You're right. We're gonna be fucking booling tomorrow, ain't we?
Yeah.
Fist bump me. Fist bump me.
Okay.
Straight ahead. He just shit himself. He just did it twice.
They don't know if it's me or you.
I'll be really honest. I'm 90% sure they could hear that.
It was you.
You have to do this whole podcast with that hood
And
on.
it can only be 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. We got
I'm
10.
suffocating.
We got 10 more minutes. we got 10 more minutes. You know what's funny? They have yet to see my eyeballs. Well, I guess every time I look at the camera, they can see.
I'm sorry if I'm breathing heavy. This is
But-
getting rough.
You're not breathing heavy. I mean, you're talking into the mic pretty heavy, but
That's because I'm trying to make my point.
yeah. So, how about this? Back up off the mic. Thank you, sir. If the world is going in the direction of, say, Elon Musk buys Twitter, everyone's throwing their opinions at it, but let's be honest. I mean, we don't know the man personally, but we know what he's done for the world. Do you really think that's such a bad thing?
No, I like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time he gets a bad rap.
He gets a bad rep like 90% of the time, bro. Did you see his Gigafactory party?
Yeah.
Dude, he's Tony Stark, bro. He pulled up in a roadster with a cowboy hat on and said, "What the fuck's up, Texas?"
He's just got to be a little more handsome, and he's good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that when you're already autistic.
Excuse me?
He's on the spectrum?
Elon Musk is autistic?
Yes. He's what? Josh? He's on the spectrum. He has a form of autism.
Holy shit.
Why do you think his conversation skills are so lacked? Has it ever occurred to you that some of the smartest people you've ever seen on TV are very awkward? It's because a lot of the times, if you have that high of an IQ and like
So, hold on.
and brain comprehension skills, you also lack the communication skills because you have a form of autism. He's he's on the spectrum, dog.
So what you're saying is Predator was right?
What did Predator do?
The new Predator movie said that autism was the new form of evolution.
I will say, honestly, some of the smartest people I have ever met in my life have autism. Yes, they are not they don't have full blown autism, but they are on the spectrum.
Can you emphasize that one more time?
Some of the smartest people I've ever met in my life are on the spectrum of being autistic. So what that means is what on the spectrum means is you are on the ratio of having a form of autism, whether that be high functioning or low functioning. Some of the smartest people I have ever met tend to be on the high functioning autism.
I just wanted you to say it's not full-blown autism.
It's not full blown autism. It's full blown autism. You know what I'm saying? Positive power to the people. Continue. Did you like that? Yeah, I didn't think you would. I figured you'd be like, this motherfucker.
That's pretty sick, dude.
Did you not know that?
No.
Does that make sense on his communication skills now? Why that's another thing. When I say high functioning forms of autism, Elon is about as high as you can get.
Right.
Because he knows how to read facial cues to the point that he can assess how to react to them. Some people who are on his high functioning level still don't know how to do that. Therefore, they'll just assume you're either being super serious or actually being rude and or are just being just normal. He is a person who knows how to assess that you're telling a joke. And yeah, I know you're looking at me with that really blank white face, but what he is able to articulate, as a person who's just fucking a genius, but also literally can't read facial cues, he knows how to read them well enough to understand that, oh, he's trying to tell a joke. How do I assess how funny the joke is? So when I really noticed it was when he was on Lex Friedman's podcast. Lex Friedman's obviously a very straightforward guy. He's funny, but he's also a fucking MIT scientist. When he was on Lex Friedman's podcast, Lex Friedman would have very dry jokes. But to me, they were funny because I knew he was telling a joke and I understood and comprehended the joke. Elon, as a person who has the form of mental incapacity as a person at his level and or what he has, he would have a hard time reading that. But you could see him articulate the joke, comprehend what was going on, and then form a response in it. And most of the time, it was it was a genuine response. He was laughing. He was like, oh, that's actually kind of funny. And then he, obviously, I don't know if you've ever seen like screenshots of his his tweets. That man tells jokes, bro.
Yeah.
So there's things.
He's a funny guy.
No, he is a funny guy. That's why his Tesla line spells out S3XY.
Yeah, sexy.
Yeah. He tried to get a Model E, but Ford was like, we already have the patent for that. And he's like, okay, it's a Model 3 then. S3XY. And that's why his new Tesla car, the Model S, I believe it's called, has plaid mode because he's a fan of Spaceballs. That's also why he made a flamethrower.
Yep. Spaceballs with flamethrower.
He's a huge fan of Yodel.
Yodel?
Yogurt, sorry.
He said yodel.
Sorry, yogurt. No, he's a huge Spaceball fan. Like he's a super nerd. And I mean, dude, his memes are great. Like he's one of the only people I've seen that have very, very, very high functioning autism that like know how to articulate a joke. And I don't want to sit here and say people who have autism and or are on the spectrum aren't able to understand how jokes work. I know firsthand. One of my favorite people I've ever worked with, I worked with at Cricket, and he is on the spectrum, and he had a very hard time understanding my jokes. But my favorite part about working with him is when he understood them, I was like, fuck yeah, he got it. Like, watching him try to articulate it and then get it was one of the favorite things it was awesome. Because I'm like, all right, I told it well enough for you to understand it, even though that's it's a high form of brain function. Sarcasm is a very hard thing to laugh at when you don't understand how sarcasm works.
Right.
And that's exactly what, that's how autism works.
That's sick.
Sarcasm isn't on, it's not there.
Right.
You either take it literally or not at all. And you're like, oh, well, that doesn't make any sense. And you're like, yeah, that was a joke. And they're like, oh, well, that wasn't funny. And you're like, yeah, but it was. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know that man had you didn't know he was on the spectrum, dude?
No.
No
idea.
Does it make sense now?
So much sense.
Doesn't it make it even better?
Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah, it does. So what Josh is saying is he loves retarded people.
Exactly.
Oh, boy. And all right, Josh, you have 90 seconds.
I need to look up a word, right? Okay, here, I got it. Don't worry. I planned this out. Where's my phone?
Just ask Google.
No, I got it.
Ask Google.
No, I got it.
Ask. Okay.
Okay. The word of the day is wagwan.
Can I see the word you pulled up?
The pages are blank. Why am I lying to you?
You need to actually look up the word.
It's wagwan.
Definition, please.
It means let's do this, or
okay, Google.
let's get ready to do this. WAGWAN.
What does the word wagwan mean?
Not Jamaican. It's English, like England.
It's Jamaican English. Yes.
You're like, what's going on? Let's go.
What's going on, Wagwan?
Wagwan.
Okay. The word be Wagwan, man. No?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't read.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Power to the people.
Power to the people. We'll see you tomorrow.
Power to the people. Well, I mean, they'll get it when they get it.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace out.
Have a wonderful day.
I'm ending the video first. Peace out.
Peace out.
Put the peace up.